Hey everyone, today we will be focusing on graphs today. Particularly we will be focusing on iterative breadth first search for an undirected graph, and without any further hesitation, let's get started. And now we're going to perform breadth first search iteratively. So the way we're going to be going about it is that we're going to have a function void breadth first search iterative with int v, and then we're going to have a vector of booleans to indicate what has been visited, much like in the case what we did for depth first search, except for we're going to use a q in this case. Q int q visited v equal true, and then we're going to push each vertex that we have visited inside of our queue, since queues operate first in first out. And while the queue is not empty, we're going to put the queue, we're going to put the vertex that we have indicated as visited at the front, and then we're going to output each vertex accordingly with regard to space, queue pop, and we'll have a for auto loop to indicate for the others that have not been visited. So auto I is equal to adjacency v begin, unlike stacks where we had the R begin beforehand. And then we'll have the iterator. If the iterator is not equal to adjacency vector at the end, we'll just keep incrementing our iterator. And then if the following index has not been visited, for I over here, we're gonna set this. Let's make sure that we're spelling this correctly. Equal true, and then we're going to keep pushing our following iterator inside of the queue that we have. All right, and finally put cap and it looks like everything is good thus far. We're going to build to compile. All right, build succeeded, and now I'm just going to perform breadth first search iteratively, which means over here search iteratively, and we're going to start at the first vertex of 0. We will get the same output that we did for depth first search, but we built this out with breadth first search, so all we have to do is just call upon this function. So we're going to have breadth first search iteratively at vertex 0, build, compile, good. Then we're going to run this, and we get the expected output for breadth first search, namely, so the nature of breadth first search is that breadth really just focuses on each level, as mentioned before, in the way how we search throughout a tree, but in this case of the graph. So in the case, since we're starting at vertex 0, what's happening between the results, let me just scroll this up even more to be able to help explain. So what's happening right now is, since we're starting at the 0 vertex, we go 1, 5, then we check to see what has already been visited, so then it will go 2 all the way to 4, and then finally it goes all the way to 3. This is why this output is different compared to the depth first search that we have already done, compared to what we were doing for breadth first search. And so we see the stark contrast between the two and their nature for our undirected graph, but this is also applicable for graphs in general. And so now let's focus on building breadth first search from a recursive perspective now. So let me just put this right here, and then let's have a final look of our iterative. There we go. I'll zoom out a bit. There we go, that's better. So that's our iterative, and now let's go over and focus on recursive. Hey everyone, thank you very much for taking time to watch this. If you found this video helpful, be sure and feel free to please like and subscribe. And if you have any other questions or suggestions, please put them in the comment section. And as always, take care. Cheers. Bye-bye.